lurking.
Freestyle lyrical Olympic. We're rolling with that. Let me know your name.
It's Sham the Binds.
Hey, what's your name?
It's Zane or Kid Vap, KID to the VAP.
Hey, what's your name?
I'm MC Blanks, baby.
I be just rocking the flow, talking with all of your bitches, she cold. I don't know what she gon' say, but she liking my code, especially when she be talking about the flow and she ain't talking about no shit, cause I be running through the city like, what the fuck are you, bitch, nigga, you ain't like. Every time I do it to the blue and nights, yeah, gotta...
And welcome to your Spotlight show. Thank you for being with us tonight. And I have a very, very special guest tonight, and that is Francois. As you recall, Francois from the Freestyle Lyrical Olympics show. And as you guys know, we've been following Atlas, the FLO show. And it is my pleasure to bring you in. And thank you, Francois, for being with us tonight.
Believe me. I love being here. I love this. Oh my God, I am so excited. This is so phenomenal.
Well, this is a pleasure for me to have you here at home, just at the Spotlight show for sure, and for people to get to know a little bit more about your role into the FLO show, Freestyle Lyrical Olympics show. So with that being said, there is a question that intrigued me a lot, and I really wanted to ask you this since I met you, and is how long have you been in the show business with Atlas?
Oh my golly, we go way back, about 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah, 15 years.
That's a really long time, though.
Yeah, when I first came down here to Florida, it was like I was doing music. I had my own studio. We were doing shows down in Miami, and then I met Atlas, and he was telling me about all the different stuff that he wanted to do. And I say, that makes a lot of sense. And I mean, the man has so much charisma.
He does.
So much style, so much. I mean, just the energy alone.
Yeah.
He has always had that energy, and that energy is just keeps on getting bigger and brighter. It's like where I just got to see where it's gonna go.
It's very very amazing to have to some minutes to work with him and get enrolled in a show. And I have experienced a lot on my end as well, so I can relate to you on that. And 15 years is a really long time. Yeah. And time flies, but when you look back, 15 years, I mean, you can say you guys have done a lot of things.
We've learned a lot, we've done a lot.
All right.
We continue to grow.
So with this, I would like to ask you really, out of being in business with Atlas in different venues and situations and entertainment business, do you recall or remember any specific show that has caused an impression on you by working with him?
I will never forget this. We were down in Hollywood, and it was like a hip hop show where they were freestyle, but they were rappers also, and they were doing battles. But it was a totally different battle where it was very controlled, where because you're so used to people getting out of hand, but we had the crowd, we had the people, everybody was well behaved, and I was the host. And it was just like the energy, and everybody was like the hype, wow. It's like, I will never forget that.
Wow, I have never heard anything like that, really, in the industry. There is certainly a lot out there nowadays, but nothing like what Atlas has put together with the Freestyle Lyrical Olympics. As you might be following as well, I had the chance to interview him about this grandiose thing that he put together, and how it's copyrighted, how the show is working and everything. And when you got incorporated into the show, now I understand, because of the background you guys have together, why it makes it so good and so special. So in regards to the demo that it was produced this first quarter of the year on Freestyle Lyrical Olympics show, what is your take on FLO show?
FLO show is definitely going into a new arena where people have not seen, things that people are going to get accustomed to very quickly. And it's going to draw a lot of attention. It's going to draw a lot of excitement. It's going to be something else. It's going to be something totally different than people are used to seeing, where it's really going to test, you know, especially the artists. It's going to really test where they came from, where they're going, and how they're planning on getting there.
So what do you think is what people will be attracted to as far as the show is concerned?
Oh my God! I mean, the energy alone and the expertise of the artists. Because I mean, with the artists, they have so many different backgrounds, and they come from so many different areas. And when you see, it's like I saw one of the shows, and I remember it was like this female artist, and I would never expect her. I mean, she looked one way, but when the poetry that came out of her mouth was just wow. It's like so amazing. And it's like you just can't forget stuff like that. And it's like you're giving people something that they're not used to, that they can take home. They can take that memory, and that memory will keep on reverberating back forever.
Right.
So that's gonna be really nice.
There's a lot of variety that was in the show, present in the show.
Yes.
And it's one of the actual characteristics that Atlas has shown throughout the show, to be able to handle variety all along, which is fantastic.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite contestant? Do you recall of the many that participated during the demo show? Anyone especially that comes to your mind, whether characteristic or style or?
I remember there was this girl, and I don't remember her name, but she was really, really good. There was another guy that, I mean, he had his own crowd that came in, and I mean.
So we're talking about Mystique, which is the young girl.
Yes.
She is special. She is, like we said, she lit up the show. But Mystique is fantastic all along.
Yeah.
First of all, very young. I think she's under 2019, if I don't mistake.
Wow.
And she actually gave us an interview, and Alice has the chance to kind of like talk to her about her and her upbringing and everything. So for us, I mean, to me, following up the show itself was a surprise.
Yeah.
Because she is multi-talented.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And then the other artist you're talking about is Luha.
Oh, Luha. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, spectacular. He has a crowd that's started.
And he controls the mic, and he just has whatever that is that's gonna make it through the business. He has it.
For the little mind that I ride with, I design and grow. The meeting at the side of my flow beat. I got that shit, feeling like Kobe. I'm rolling, and I'm all in that quick. But I know that shit be coming for weight. That's way too much for my shit to do. When I go rap it, I feel like the feeling do. The world around me is the ceiling, yo. Got the feeling though, and I hit the hole with no trouble. Yeah, hit it up with your home when I'm low. Niggas are talking about nothing, they talking about drawing, they smoking it all. I'm going to my house. People are like, oh my God. I don't wanna go your house. My house is clean, your house be nothing.